Yo, what's going on? Delta Neon here, and today we're spotlighting probably one of the best, just basic Pokemon in the game. I guess basic's not the best way to put it, but just one of the best Pokemon that's not an EX or anything. We're looking at Weezing. Weezing is interesting because it has 110 health, only needs 1 energy to do 30 damage, has an ability, Gas Leak, to poison the opponent, and it works with Koga. Koga is what breaks Weezing. The fact that you could just retract it and you basically could use it 4 times to soak damage up is insane, which makes it one of the best support and tanks in the game. So we have 3 different decks to utilize it. This one's just using Weezing as a wall completely. You could poison things, but you're never going to be able to tackle it. No dark energy, we're just building up Dragonite. Some people may not be a fan of this build, but I like it personally. Next, we have a mixed energy deck with Greninja, Bruxish, and Weezing. This one's pretty interesting because you could set people up with Poison, with Gas Leak, and then you could just retreat with Koga, and then Bruxish comes in. It's going to be able to do its damage, 60 plus 10, which is 70. Plus the poison, that's going to be 80. Plus you could have 1 Greninja or 2 Greninjas, could add an extra 40. You could get a lot of damage done very quickly if you get lucky with your card drawing, being able to actually build up the Greninja, because that is a stage 3. But even without the Greninjas, you could do some pretty decent damage. And the last deck is just a dark deck. We have Ekans, we have 1 Muck, 2 Weezings, 2 Potions, Pokeballs. Let's actually show off the decks. Yeah, this is the dark deck we're running. Let's see. This is the Greninja deck if you want to use it yourself. Now the problem with the Greninja deck is I had games where you just get the same energy type and you can't really attack, so you have to play around that, which is why the Dragonite deck's not even running dark. You can't just have like 8 turns in a row where you get dark. You will lose, so you can't risk that. But yeah, let's actually hop into some games with these teams. Alright, here we go. We're using our Arbok, Weezing, Koga, Muck setup here. And we have Arbok already, which is not bad. We could trap people in, poison them, you know the vibes. And we're going first, so if we get Weezing, we're looking pretty good. That's one of the best things about Coughing, if you're actually running Dark Energy. It doesn't matter if you go first, because you can evolve immediately and you get to attack, which is actually pretty good for Weezing. You get 10 extra damage, you get the poison, which is 20 extra damage, I should say. And we're fighting an electric deck of some type. Jolteon, Zapdos. Okay, this person likes gambling. Okay, we got another Coughing. Can we grab a Weezing here? No, but this is okay. We got another turn to get it right. Well, we got our whole board set up, so we're gonna try to build up Grimer, I guess. It's kind of bait. We should definitely be building up Ekans, but how often do people actually run Muck, right? I want to actually put some work into Muck. Okay, they're gonna peck us here. That's okay. Hopefully, we get that Weezing semi-soon. Semi-soon would be nice. Oh, we get Ekans. Not what we're looking for. I wonder if we start building up Arbok then. Is that 20 extra damage gonna matter? Let's see. I think we just go for it, I guess. The problem being, if they get their coin flips, we don't really have that much health on this team. That's kind of a problem. Okay, they research. Are they gonna get Jolteon online? What do they got here? Do they actually run Pikachu in this deck? Or just like a Zapdos thing? Zapdos Jolteon thing with like Blitzor or something, Voltorb. They're just building up their Zapdos. They're not showing us their other basic. I wonder if that's intentional. No wheezing. Okay, this doesn't do anything here. I guess we're gonna go for Arbok here then. And we're gonna be able to do okay. I don't know. I really don't know. We're gonna be able to trap it, I guess. And potioning wasn't worth it because it wouldn't get us out of Thundering Hurricane range, so that's why we didn't go for that there. And honestly, Arbok does two-shot Zapdos, so as long as they don't get two heads versus us next turn, we'll be in a good spot. Okay, they Geo. That's really not... Oh, they're just gonna go for Peck. Okay, makes sense. Maybe that's why I should have went for it, but... hitting 1 out of 4 heads is kind of likely, so... I don't like wasting Potion here for that. Personally, I don't like that. Do we get Wheezing here? We don't. We get another Ekans. I guess we're gonna do that. That's all the Pokemon we got anyways. Now we could just take out Eevee, but I don't think that's worth doing. We just need to hope he does not get 2 heads here. And even if they do... we don't really have a counterplay if they do. We don't have Geo in this deck, so... all of our Pokemon here do 20 damage. I guess Grammar would be the best in that case. They can't retreat, so... we just have to hope they don't get 2 heads, which... it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50, so... I guess that's all we got, really. Don't get 2 heads here. It all comes down to these coin flips here. I don't trust Zapdos to do it. I mean, Zapdos is kind of cringe. If it was me, I missed these flips. Let's see. Okay, that's good. No. Okay, perfect. That's kind of unlucky on their side, but we take those. It's interesting to note that they put that energy into Magnemite as well. Magnemite cannot attack us next turn. But we're just potioning up just to be safe, you know? And I guess we're gonna build up our second Ekans. I mean, we might as well. Looks like we're not even gonna get Weezing this first game, but I don't mind that, honestly. And unless they have both evolutions, Sabrina does win us the game here. They're both at 60 HP. I'm curious to see who they put out in the front. Even if it's Magnemite or Eevee, they can't attack, so that kind of sucks for them here. Do they have the evolution? Let's see. They would need to evolve both to have a chance. Even then, it's just going to be a Magnemite at 20 HP. I mean a Magneton? Magneton? I think it's Magneton. Magneton's not in the game yet. But yeah, you know, Coughing did tank for us, I guess. We don't need to see Weezing. We know what it does. If anything, it was better we didn't get Weezing because we wouldn't have been able to retreat it. Oh, they have a Raichu deck. Sorry, but I'm just gonna Sabrina you. Sadly. You're not gonna be able to Raichu us at all. That's the thing that sucks. All your basics in electric are 60 right now. Other than Zapdos. Putting Zapdos down would have been the only thing to save them. But they didn't have that, so we win. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I almost used Professor's Research because I'm very smart. I'm a very smart guy. But let's use that instead. I think I'd rather win than use Research. Even though getting a Weezing would have been nice, you know, he is in the thumbnail. I'm sure we'll get a Weezing some point. The next deck we're using is Dragonite. So yeah, I guess let's actually hop into Dragonite, right? Alright, we're using Dragonite. Let's see if things are gonna go good for us. Do we start with Coughing? We do. Alright, now we just need to grab a Dratini, and we're looking good. Ooh, Fire with Meowth. I actually, personally, like running Meowth in my Fire decks as well. I think it just makes sense, you know? You want to get the cards online quick. You spend 1 or 2 turns with Meowth and you're looking good. This is perfect, actually. We're going to be able to poison this Meowth immediately. And the reason that's perfect is because we want to get everything to the 50 health range. That way they only need 1 tick of Dragonite to be able to take the KO there. Okay. So it is a Charizard deck, which I would assume if I see a Meowth, it's Charizard, right? Not some... what would it be? Oh, we got our perfect energy lineup as well. Dratini, Dragonair honestly is not a bad Pokemon for stage 2. 80 damage, 100 health. Obviously, it's pretty high energy. But you know what? It's not bad. And we got Dragonite already lined up, so... if they don't get online quick, we're kind of good. We got Koga. We got X-Speeds to retreat it if we need to. But they are getting their cards pretty quick as well. If they put down a Moltres here, we're kind of scared. Because then they retreat into Moltres and start dancing. And that's a scary situation to be in. Okay. Maybe they're just going to let Meowth go down. Doesn't bother us at all. Is it better to not evolve here? I think so. Obviously, they could be holding a red card, but I think I'm willing to take that risk because right now it's only a 1 retreat cost, so if they Sabrina us, we just switch back into Weezing at the moment, and I think that's valuable. We only need to use 1 X speed, we don't waste any energy. Okay, they're just researching. They should probably not have put that energy on Charizard yet. Unless I'm getting baited, they don't even have Moltres in this deck, and they're just using Meowth. I feel like that could be a real situation we're in. And they're stacking their deck up with a lot of health. Makes sense. Okay. This is kind of scary. I gotta be honest. Okay, now I don't mind putting Dragonite out. Okay. We're kind of scared here. I don't know. But if they stay in this turn, they do faint. So I think it is in their best interest to retreat. But they might just greed and attack. And they have a lot of HP, so if they put their energy into Charizard here, and I get some bad spreads, this is actually bad. Ooh, now it's really bad. Let's see. And they retreat into Moltres, smart. But I think we're going to have to take the risk and just go with Dragonite right now. Oh, man. If they get good flips here, I think we lose. We kind of went all in on this Dragonite. If we just hit Charizard for 200, I think we're in a perfect spot. Ooh, that's good. That is good for us. The fact that we're not getting Coughing kind of sucked. But we're going to Poison. We might as well. And then we're going to Koga. We're taking a risk here, but we need to start dropping Dracos, like, right now. Like, we actually needed to start dropping Dracos yesterday. So let's do that. Charizard for 200 would be nice. Okay. I don't hate this either. Because they can't switch into Charizard and take us out. So we're kind of in an okay spot. And unless we get a really unlucky spread of 150 on Charizard, 50 on Moltres, I think we're good. They could obviously put something else down. Okay. They can't take me out here. I mean, if they... No, even if they X-Speed into Charizard, they can't take me out here. And then we could just use 1 X-Speed on Dragonite, right? 1 X-Speed, Dragonite will be okay. And we haven't lost any points yet, so... Okay, that's okay. That doesn't actually change anything. Okay, that does, actually. That does. The second potion matters here. And they're just gonna dance, obviously. Dratini would be nice here. So we can start building up a second Dragonite. I don't think we'll have the time to do it, but it would be nice to be able to. They're getting bad rolls here, which I like that. Okay, not Dratini. Not Dratini at all. We're gonna X-Speed, obviously. We're gonna switch out into Dragonite. Put an energy in the Coughing. I wonder if it's worth making it a Weezing here. If they Sabrina me, doesn't matter. Not really. So we're gonna do this. And we're just gonna drop a Draco and hope things go okay. Okay, we win. Perfect. That worked out perfect. Now we're gonna hop into our multi-energy deck. Let's see how we can do. Right? Alright, here we go. With our multi-energy deck. Go on second. Okay. We got the whole Greninja line in our hand, which is interesting. Good thing about Froakie and Frogadier, they take colorless energy, so right away, we're in a good spot. Ooh, Golitz. This could be a potential Mewtwo deck, but this also could be them just saying, hey, Golurk can cook. It does a lot of damage, potentially. Potentially. Let's see who we draw here. We get Coughing. The question is, do we take our 10 damage here? Or do we put the energy in the Coughing because we might not be able to get another Dark Energy? I think we put it into Coughing. We sacrifice our damage. Just in case we don't get a Dark Energy anytime soon. I think versus a Psychic deck, having Weezing be able to do stuff is a good idea. Looks like they're having okay luck there. They got their evolutions. Obviously, this guy can't do any damage yet. Needs 4 energy. But if they have their stuff set up pretty quickly, that could get annoying. Okay. I would not mind getting into Weezing soon, because I have Greninja online. I don't want to squander that. We'll take our damage. 30 damage. Hopefully we could get Weezing soon. Obviously, we'd have to waste an energy to retreat, but I honestly don't mind that. Greninja is typically just meant to be in the back. Ooh, they got really lucky draws here. We might not be sitting too pretty. We might need that Weezing, like, now. Like, right now. As a matter of fact. Get the Weezing. Okay, perfect. Let's retreat. We could do some major damage this turn, honestly. We got our Greninja online. We got our Weezing online. Okay. We got a water. Our energy is lining up perfectly. We're gonna Poison. We're gonna Water Shuriken. And then we're gonna Tackle, which does an extra 20 because they're weak. We could honestly... Sabrina is what I would say if we didn't already research this turn. So we're gonna hit them with the 50. They're gonna take the 10. So they're guaranteed knocked out next turn. Even with just Water Shuriken. They might even want to retreat, but that would be bait. Because then Greninja would take them out anyways. And honestly, they do need 2 heads to be able to take Weezing out. I have 110 HP. Ooh, and they do have another basic. I wonder who it is. Is it Mewtwo? Maybe they have regular Mewtwo, since this is like a 1-point strategy. In my opinion, looks like it so far. Having Greninja here is pretty clutch. They need to get 2 heads to be able to take me out, but obviously 200 damage is pretty strong. Okay, they get 1. They get 2. Okay, well, that's just annoying. But, that's the game we play. How much do you do? 10? So we do have to put Greninja in the front. Sadly. Oh wait, we actually didn't. Forgot about the Poison Tick. We got a Weezing lined up. But I guess we get to chip something here. We're gonna chip the Ralts. And we're just gonna... We're gonna miss Slash. Oh, we actually could have done that better. We could have Sabrina'd them. did our 60 damage and then Water Shuriken something else. Slight misplay. I don't think it'll play a factor into this game so far. We can hit them for 80 right now, which is not bad. Ooh, they have Lickitung. Interesting. They have a lot of high energy mons here. Oh, they're gonna be able to hit us for 50 here. That's not cheap damage. That's actually, for stage 1 basic, that's a lot of damage. Obviously it requires 3 energy, but... Ooh, okay. It's kind of annoying. If they get Golurk next turn, they do get it online. The fact that we have double water lined up is kind of annoying. Hopefully we get Bruxish. We don't. Okay. Do we take our 80 damage here and risk potentially getting knocked out? I'm willing to bet we do. Because we can poison them next turn, right? Or do we take 60? No, we take 80 here, I think. So we could guaranteed get the KO. I think we take our 80 in the front. We could have just targeted routes and got greedy, but... What are the chances they have Golurk again already? I don't like the odds that they have Golurk already. I mean, come on. The game wouldn't do that to me. And even if so, they don't get double head. They got double heads last time, so they're due for double tails. In my opinion. Wonder if they retreat. Obviously, it's not a good idea to retreat if they're them. Do they have Golurk? Are they baiting? If they do, they only need 1 heads to be able to take me out. Okay, they potion. They're still done for. Unless they double potion. Which they could potentially have. They didn't do it. We're gonna retreat Greninja here, obviously. Ooh, and we got Frogadier. Nice. We got Dark Energy coming up, which is good for us. We're gonna discard the Dark Energy because we don't actually need that on Greninja. Going into Coughing. I like the strategy. There's a lot more thinking going on than typically with these teams. Alright, we're gonna Gas Leak, and we're gonna Water Shuriken. And I think we're looking good. That's gonna be enough damage to take out Golett. We don't need to do any of this. We got our KO. Now, who do they step up to the bat? Who comes up to the pitch? Probably makes sense to be Gardevoir, but they send in Lickitung. Interesting. We're getting a Dark Energy, so we're able to do 60 damage to them. That's not bad. That's not bad. What do they got for that? No Bruxish coming out this game so far, so that kind of, it's tough, but you see how the strategy is working. They can't really do anything here. We're just going to send in Frogadier. And we're going to retreat it instantly. There's Bruxish. Doesn't matter. We're going to retreat into Weezing. We're going to put the energy onto Weezing. We're going to ability. We're going to ability with Greninja. Then we're going to tackle. And that damage stacks up. That's the nice thing about this deck. The poison, the tackle, the Water Shuriken. If we get another Greninja, we could have another Water Shuriken come in. But yeah, they're for sure done. Unless they switch, they're done this turn. They would have to retreat into something like Gardevoir to be able to stall. And that would waste all their current energy. They would be able to get 1 onto Gardevoir, obviously, using the ability. Or they could just go for the attack, I guess. Okay. But even if they go for the attack, we switch in Greninja, and Greninja's able to take it here. So we're good. We are good. And they got Tails. I mean, they got double heads, so they were kind of due for a Tails anyways. In my opinion, they were due for a Tails. Oh, we have 2 Greninjas, so we're gonna disrespect. Never mind. They forfeit. Alright, we kind of destroyed every game, so that's it. Shorter video than usual, but a pretty good video. We were successful. We showed off like all the strengths of wheezing. We Koga wheezinged, we set up the poison, we had a tank. So yeah, pretty successful. If you made it to the end, consider subscribing. And with that being said, this is Deltinian out. Peace.